Tehosterihens here once again to provide another political update. For today's video, we are going to be discussing the community meeting which took place on February 25th, 2026 at the Golden Age Club. We're going to be discussing the agenda items followed by the discussions that had occurred. The schedule for the items began with the land allotments, followed by the incoming letter regarding the Kateri Tekakwitha Statue removal and the Hertel Line project, followed by open discussion. There were in total around 55 community members, which included some staff, and the discussions were very well, lasted about 3.5 hours of key engagement, and it was a wonderful session. Now, to start off with the incoming letter that was addressed, and I do know that there was discussions from community members in person, online, and on social media too as well. So for some background context, it was the St. Francis Xavier Mission Church Committee was sent a letter by the Kahnawake Combined Schools Committees and were advised to remove the statue. During the meeting, this was discussed, and a representative of the church committee, who was also a community member, was also in attendance during the Wednesday meeting and provided some context and some history regarding the Kateri Tekakwitha statue. This item was meant for community discussion and consultation, and this is why it was on the community meeting agenda, purely for the purpose of bringing attention to the community, for the community on to see what next steps might be made in regards to this topic. Also, the letter expressed the relocation of the statue, not on the erasure or even the destruction of said statue. And members of the Combined Schools Committee were also in attendance to provide and belay that information for those who may not be aware and for those who may have information that may be inaccurate. So they just want to clarify that too as well, and it was discussed and addressed. Since then, a letter from MCK has been sent and discussions will take place at a later date, as was evident during the Wednesday community meeting where community members felt that it was necessary that a larger forum is needed. Now, for everyone, I would like to read an excerpt from the letter, which was sent from the Mohawk Council, which reads, "While the Council acknowledges and respects the concerns raised by the KCSC, we believe that a decision of this magnitude should not be made by a single committee alone. The Kateri statue carries significant historical meaning for our community, and as such, it is essential that the matters receive careful and respectful deliberation from all involved parties. And considering that this information happened late February, within a couple days of this video, more information will likely come out in the near future on potential future venues or means of communicating further." Now, with that said, to move on to the next agenda item, it was the Hertel Line project, which was presented by Ryan Montour, and he provided a lot of specifics and details regarding the project for those who may not be even aware of what the project may be or on some of the overall updates that have been taking place. I believe it was the last time that this was discussed was in early November, so it makes sense that it's a couple months later that there is some key updates. Now, for those who may not be aware, just as a bit of a reminder, the Hertel Line is a 58-kilometer line that will supply 1,250 megawatts of renewable energy to New York City, enough to power 1 million homes, and will run underground from La Prairie into the state. MCK has two options to become an equity partner, and for those interested in learning more, please look out for our future engagement sessions, which will be posted in the next coming weeks. Lastly, the meeting ended with open discussion where updates regarding the TerraPure file were addressed, where a meeting had taken place on February 22nd, I believe it was a Sunday, where community members were able to attend, but to my understanding, there wasn't as many. So a lot of those who were unable to attend were informed on the recent updates. And for those who are interested in learning more with that, is always advised to reach out to MCK. I will give details right after this last announcement. During the community meeting, Grand Chief Cody Dybel did address and brought attention on the recent update regarding the Chateauguay fuel spill litigation, which is essentially closed. It's been resolved and the resolution has been made. Now, for those who are interested in understanding and learning more on any of these different files and updates, it is always recommended to contact MCK at 450-632-7500 or at questions@mck.ca. I hope everyone has a wonderful winter. It's very cold out there, so please stay warm, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you in the next video.